Welcome to our exploration of the world's most challenging economic landscapes. In this video, we delve into the top 10 poorest countries in the world in 2024. While some nations bask in the glow of economic prosperity, others face a constant battle against poverty. Understanding the factors that contribute to poverty allows the global community to work towards solutions. Here, we delve into the 10 poorest countries in the world for 2024 based on GDP per capita, PPP, exploring the challenges they confront and the glimmers of hope for a brighter future. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content like this. Stay updated on our latest videos exploring diverse topics from around the world. 10. Madagascar, an island nation facing environmental degradation and political instability. GDP per capita, PPP, $1,453. Madagascar, a beautiful island nation off the coast of Southeast Africa, faces a multitude of challenges in its fight against poverty. Deforestation and soil erosion threaten the livelihoods of those who rely on agriculture. Political instability and corruption have deterred investment and hindered economic development. Despite these challenges, Madagascar possesses unique biodiversity and a rich cultural heritage that can be leveraged for tourism development. Efforts to combat deforestation, promote sustainable agriculture practices, and foster a stable political environment are crucial for Madagascar's long-term economic prospects. 9. Ethiopia, a nation of potential grappling with instability. GDP per capita, PPP, $1,402. Ethiopia, a nation in East Africa with a rich history and diverse population, faces a complex struggle against poverty. While the economy has shown signs of growth in recent years, political instability and ethnic violence continue to pose challenges. The vast majority of the population relies on subsistence farming, vulnerable to droughts and erratic weather patterns. Limited access to education and healthcare further hinders development. However, Ethiopia's potential for growth lies in its fertile land, young population, and strategic location. Investing in education, infrastructure development, and sustainable agriculture are vital for Ethiopia to break free from the cycle of poverty. 8. Yemen, a nation in ruins after civil war. GDP per capita, PPP, $1,329. Yemen, a nation on the Arabian Peninsula, has been ravaged by a brutal civil war that has caused a humanitarian crisis. The conflict has destroyed infrastructure, displaced millions of people, and disrupted essential services. Food insecurity and malnutrition are widespread. Diseases like cholera spread rapidly due to the lack of proper sanitation facilities. The path to recovery for Yemen is long and arduous. International aid and a cessation of hostilities are crucial for rebuilding infrastructure, reviving the economy, and providing humanitarian assistance. 7. Niger, battling desertification and food insecurity. GDP per capita, PPP, $1,218. Niger, a landlocked nation in West Africa, is one of the poorest countries in the world. The vast majority of the population relies on subsistence farming, but desertification and erratic rainfall patterns threaten food security. High population growth further strains limited resources. Furthermore, access to education and healthcare is limited, hindering human development. However, Niger possesses vast reserves of uranium, offering an opportunity for economic growth. Investing in sustainable agriculture practices, education, and healthcare are crucial steps towards a brighter future for Niger. 6. Mozambique, rebuilding after war and natural disasters. GDP per capita, PPP, $1,172. Mozambique, a nation in Southeast Africa, has faced a multitude of challenges on its road to development. A brutal civil war ravaged the country for decades, leaving scars on its infrastructure and social fabric. Natural disasters like cyclones and floods pose a constant threat, displacing populations and disrupting economic activity. Despite these hardships, Mozambique possesses fertile land and abundant natural resources. Efforts to rebuild infrastructure, invest in education and healthcare, and promote sustainable agriculture are crucial for Mozambique to overcome poverty. 5. Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC. a resource-rich nation strangled by conflict and corruption. GDP per capita, PPP, $1,115. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, is a paradox, boasting vast mineral wealth yet burdened by widespread poverty. Decades of civil war and political instability have created a climate of violence and insecurity, deterring investment and hindering economic development. Corruption diverts resources away from vital public services, further perpetuating poverty. The exploitation of natural resources like coltan, used in electronics, raises ethical concerns and often benefits armed groups rather than the Congolese people. Sustainable resource management, investment in infrastructure, and a focus on good governance are crucial for the DRC to translate its wealth into improved living standards for its citizens. 4. Malawi, a landlocked nation facing food insecurity and environmental challenges. GDP per capita, PPP, $852. Malawi, a landlocked nation in Southeast Africa, faces a multitude of challenges in its fight against poverty. The majority of the population relies on rain-fed agriculture, making them highly vulnerable to droughts and floods. Environmental degradation due to deforestation and soil erosion further exacerbates food insecurity. Limited access to healthcare and education hinders human development and perpetuates the cycle of poverty. However, Malawi's strengths include fertile land and a young, growing population. Investing in sustainable agriculture practices, education, and healthcare are crucial steps towards a brighter future. 3. Central African Republic, CAR, a nation plagued by conflict and resource mismanagement. GDP per capita, PPP, $781. The Central African Republic, CAR, is a country rich in natural resources like diamonds and gold, yet the vast majority of its citizens live in poverty. Decades of armed conflict have ravaged the nation, displacing people and disrupting essential services. Corruption and mismanagement of resources have also played a significant role in perpetuating poverty. Despite the challenges, the CAR has the potential for economic growth due to its abundant resources. However, achieving this requires peace-building efforts, responsible governance, and investment in infrastructure development and sustainable resource management. 2. Burundi, a legacy of colonial exploitation and political turmoil. GDP per capita, PPP, $738. Burundi, a landlocked nation in Central Africa, is mired in poverty due to a complex interplay of factors. Colonial exploitation left a legacy of underdevelopment, while recurrent political instability and ethnic violence have stifled economic growth. The vast majority of the population relies on subsistence farming, vulnerable to climate change and soil degradation. High levels of corruption further hinder efforts to alleviate poverty. Despite these challenges, Burundi possesses fertile land and abundant freshwater resources. International cooperation and investment in infrastructure development, education, and sustainable agriculture are vital for Burundi's long-term economic prospects. 1. South Sudan, a nation grappling with conflict and instability. GDP per capita, PPP, $634. South Sudan, the world's youngest nation, tragically holds the unenviable position of being the poorest country. Decades of civil war have inflicted a devastating toll on its infrastructure, economy, and social fabric. The vast majority of the population subsists on subsistence agriculture, vulnerable to droughts and erratic weather patterns. The lack of basic healthcare and education further perpetuates the cycle of poverty. However, a fragile peace agreement offers a glimmer of hope. International aid and rebuilding efforts are crucial to help South Sudan rebuild its shattered economy and provide its citizens with a brighter future.